Reach. Yeah, I can see that. Like I said, I think I've tried the Traverse Goyf versions of Death Shadow in the past, and I've always been kind of unimpressed with them. Like the lack of what's it called is really felt. The lack of Stubborn Denial. So like having Stubborn Denial in the Traverse shell seems fine. This hand can only do 5 damage to itself. For Magic, I write for the website gatheringmagic.com. My articles go up every Friday. For Hex, I write for both the main website, hextcg.com, as well as Hex Primal, which is a site that sells singles. I think this hand is fine. This Bauble could be anything. Or on the draw, too. Okay, sure. And Magic Online is not cheap. Magic Online is many things, but cheap is not one of them. It's fine. Ultimately, we don't actually spend my money on things. The donation deck list people send me their money to play, so I spend other people's money to buy Magic Online tickets. It's a good system. It's a great system. I can bubble myself and then fetch. That's true, too. So I get to scry a little bit. I think I'd rather do that, right? Fatal Push. Probably don't want a Fatal Push in this matchup. I have no idea if Twitch, the desktop works with. Is there basic forest in this deck? Is there really no basic forest in this deck? That's kind of a tilt. Wild. It's not room, I guess. It looks like we're playing against a Blood Moon deck. I think I'm gonna run back to Scry on top of my deck here again. Hey! Bro Gatsby with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I really appreciate that. As always, subs are the best way you can support my content here. This Hazoret's probably not going to do a ton here. The good news is we get to stick this Death Shadow next turn if we want. Oh, Jeskai. That's great for us. I don't have to worry about Blood Moons. It does mean I need to be a little bit more precocious with my life total. So if I fetch to 16, this puts me to 14. This puts me to 12. I'm going to fetch a tap land here. Yeah, that's the plan. Hey, 7U. That's why I wasn't fetching aggressively. Get a Blood Crypt here. Probably want to just Thoughtseize this turn. Sit back down. My legs are still sore from the gym yesterday. I'm old and fat. Spell Queller. Deal. I guess I got punished for tapping my red source here. Although I guess I really don't mind. If I fetch Shock and Terminate this, I guess I kind of want to just decay this, right? Because I could hold the Terminate for a Celestial Colonnade. Probably better. You. No, if they have another Spell Queller, that goes really poorly for us. Don't. Abrupt Decay gets Spell Queller, chat. That kind of sucks. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm taking a Snapcaster. Yes, I'm taking a Snapcaster. I suppose I can Liliana plus next turn. And they have to Bolt Snap Bolt it. Have an extra land to discard now. Discard a land here when we plus. I've not experienced with the balancing act of the Death Shadow health total versus decks like what my opponent's playing. Because like you got to get yourself low enough that like you can not worry about getting bolted out, but you still want to stay high enough that they're not going to kill you. I guess I want to just do this and play the shadow so they path me. This is a 4/4. And then they're probably going to path me and snap bolt this, and then they'll attack it for lethal. Then like they're out of path, so if I rip a land, I can Hazoret and attack them. I'm a little over 6 foot, and this desk goes taller than I need it even. It's an uplift desk by Human Solutions. It's very, very reasonable quality from the month or so, that month and a half that I've had it now. I like it a lot. Yeah, I know that's what they're doing, but like, I really don't have things to play around that, right? Like, I'm not just like sitting tight. Now we want to draw a land or a 1-mana spell. I'm gonna draw a land or a 1-mana spell so this Hazoret can like beep beep and run them over. Hopefully their last card isn't something obnoxious like Cryptic Command. Alright, Am I just casting this? I think I'm just casting this. This is my 3/4. My 3/4 is going to beat you to death. What are all these good cards we're playing, right? You wanna go fetch a Goy Fury? Bigger than a bread box. Slightly worse than a Siege Mastodon. Yep, feels like one of those games. That bolt certainly went upstairs there. I should terminate this Snapcaster so I can untap and Hazoret attack, right? They don't have a Colonnade. Maybe I'm just supposed to attack and play Goyf post-combat? Like, put them to 6? Leave a blocker back? But, like, Snap Bolt doesn't kill me. Come on! Come on, dealer! Come on, dealer! Ah, we did it, chat! We did it, Reddit! We got there! We got there! Hazoret was more fun. You're not wrong. Definitely more fun. Alright, so Stubbs in. Lingering Souls in. This is a Temur Battle Rage out matchup. I think this is a Fatal Push out matchup. Terminate kills Spellqueller better. Oh, you think I just cut the red? That can't be right. I think these are fine. These are fine. I'm gonna go 1 and 1 here. I think I want 4 ways to kill their stupid spell Quellers. I want 4 ways to kill their spell Quellers. I'm gonna try this. I think I like all of these cards. I don't know if I want Lily, right? I guess she kills their Snapcasters. What's Brutality better than? The fact that they have Spell Queller makes me want this Inquisition. Cut 1 to 2 Traverse. Am I expecting to get Rest in Peace? Why do I want to cut Traverse? I don't think I want to cut the red. I'm not going to cut both my red lands. Yeah, I want Inquisition. Like, Brutality's fine, but I don't think it's better than any of the other cards I'm playing. Blue-white control occasionally has Rip in their board, but I don't think Jeskai usually does. This is a handful of Magic legal cards. Alright, Blind Mind. Go find me a Jeskai list with Rip in the board. Go find me something that's posted a result with Rip in the board. Please. Please and thank you. Can't quite get there on turn 1. There's an Inquisition on top of my deck. Would love to draw that. Thanks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, said Mephisto. They have a lot of things that just like that get to ignore what we're doing. Alright, so I want a Fetch Shock here, right, to go to 13, and then I can play a Death Shadow next turn, along with my Inquisition. Oh my god, I clicked on the wrong card. Do I concede? Am I supposed to concede in response? I feel like the only option is concede in response. That's... let's go with the word embarrassing. Whoopsie! Wow, they boarded in Rest in Peace. Just... look at this. Look at this supreme deck building here. Snapcaster Mage, Logic Knot, Rest in Peace. I think I'm just gonna concede and reboard here because we messed up, but like, this is just like... I'm gonna take a screenshot of that one. Just what fantastic deck building. We got 3 lands in our hand. Just gonna move on with my life here. I'm gonna move this back into my deck. I'm gonna move these Collective Brutalities in, and we're gonna trim 3 of these Traverses. I think I want her just as a win condition. I think I should board out a land. What do I want? Just leave a Traverse in? Seems fine. I don't think that change went through. It did not. Wow, half of them? Good lord. Can I keep this? I'm gonna keep this. I'll Lavax myself on one and keep this. Yeah, that's what Nums said is correct. Usually Jeskai leans on Snapcaster Mage a lot heavier than this deck does. No, I think the Dredge matchup is bad enough that you just don't board for the Dredge matchup. If you're boarding that card to beat Dredge, you don't understand how Modern works. You should just hope to dodge Dredge. Hey, 97 Zeke with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I appreciate that. What am I getting with this? I'm getting a Godless Shrine here. Need Stubborn Denial just yet. This way if they path me, I can cast Lingering Souls next turn. I'm just gonna time people out rather than lecturing about how Modern works and how sideboard cards work and matchups. Just, it's too late in the day for that. I feel like this was a good exchange for me, but I'm not 100% on that. Do I want to play this Death Shadow to bait a Lightning Bolt on it so my health total's a little bit higher? I feel like I do. I feel like if they bolt this, I'm okay with that. Sorry. We're gonna be an adult today. I'm gonna angry type at someone. I'm just gonna block them instead. Life's easier when you just block idiots. All right. I thought about tweeting and then I just blocked the person instead. So they have Bolt Path and then a couple of cards we don't know. You need a red source at some point. Deal with these colonnades. That's like 2 lands from now. Hopefully we can just hit a land next turn so we can play this Lingering Souls out. Ding. Would I rather have Terminate mana or Stubborn Denial mana? I think I'd rather have Terminate mana with the Celestial Colonnade looming. Especially since I'm going to 7, which is like a virtual 4. Oh, Magic the Gathering. Gonna bin this WD, I think. Not gonna attack with these souls. I don't want them to bolt in, then untap and draw a land and kill my Liliana with the colonnade. City of Brass, that's just good deck building right there. If they hit a land here, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Ooh, do they have another path? It's like even money, they have like the perfects left, they have another path in their hand. They discarded one earlier, right? We technically don't know the last card in their hand. Yeah, we technically don't know it. They're gonna declare this as an attacker, and then attack my Liliana, and then path this before blocks. Unfortunate. Guess I get to get a swamp out of my deck. Oh, they're attacking me? That feels reasonable. You want to plus her? Nah, I don't really, right? Go to 5 and then go to... Should I cycle the Street Wraith? I feel like I should. I feel like one in whatever are the same. Yeah, and I can plus her. Feel bad about it. Our TBRs are in the sideboard right now, unfortunately. God, they ripped a land. Yeah! Alright. Alright, so you're saying there's a chance. Saying there's a chance. Alright. Your move. Lightning Bolt. Dead me. Damn it. Yeah, lucky. Lucky. Yeah, nice deck, nerd. Got him. Thank you, everyone, hanging out here today while we are very lucky. My name is Jeff Hoagland, playing some 5-color Grixis Shadow. If you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button if you're new. If you're really enjoying what you see and helps for my content past that, the best way you can do that is by subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. M2GeoTraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout, then you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. They do custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, bags. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the custom artwork they have on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. For kind of a unique service, they will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. You can rent a deck for a weekend or up to an entire month with them. It's a great service to try a deck like this that's kind of more expensive before you buy it, or if you're someone that changes decks often or only plays on paper on occasion, reasonable for that. That's basically a solid emote. It's got green there. Democracy is our selling out. Remember when we tilt scooped game 2, right, Bob? Good times. That's fine. So far the only game we've lost is the one where I misclicked and played a shadow right into the graveyard instead of playing an Inquisition. We haven't played it yet, Trey. I haven't played any games yet. Bum ba dum ba dum ba da 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 da. Bum ba dum ba dum ba da 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 da. Ba 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 da 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 da. Toward between Blue Moon. Well, Blue Moon's like a reasonable deck, and Eldrazi in Texas is pretty terrible, so I'd recommend not Eldrazi in Texas. Where did my match go? Seems fine, right? These Street Wraiths could be anything. This Traverse technically gets us a second land. An Inquisition on one. I'm gonna fetch Shock and Overgrown Tomb here. I don't think we have any reason to cycle anything. Like, I already have my ideal turn one play. Like, if my opponent has a discard spell back, I don't want to give them more information on what could possibly be in my hand. Opponent kept one land, Aether Vial. Alright, sign me up. Kessig, Malcolm Tense. That's a good one to know about. So hopefully we can just push this Noble off a cliff and then get him. I'm gonna go Ponza some nerds. God bless, Godspeed. Ding, fries are done. All right, let's just cycle these because I could hit a Death Shadow at this point. I think we're actually fetching tap lands here at this point, right? He drew a land. It's a good beat. I'm not sure offhand Sharp Object. I'd have to look back at the deck list. Probably some of the spot removal. Oh, I have Delirium. I don't know that I wanted to fetch Shock there, though. I do have Delirium, but I don't know that fetch Shocking was right there. This is getting probably a Stomping Ground at this point. And then I'm going to get a basic Swamp with this Delta and Edict them. It's pretty good. I guess now I could go Shadow, Traverse Shadow. Is that good? It puts me to 7 and leaves me... Yeah, that's probably great, right? Gonna fetch Shock and do that. We have 4 card types for some messed up reason. These are my 6/6s. My 6/6s are amazing. You know, are we weak to Mantis Rider? If they Mantis Rider me, my guys are 9/9s and they have to chump block, and then Liliana gets to Edict them? No, because the damage they deal, that's why this deck's so obnoxious to play against. Like, they're going to be under the triple abyss very soon. These are my 6/6s. Attack you. Play my 5/6 out. Nice deck. There aren't any instant speed things that aren't Fatal Push I could draw, right? So I don't want to crack this bubble yet. Yeah, there's technically a Stubborn Denial in my deck, but I don't really want to draw that. Pass this for now. The Death Shadow decks are very good. The Traverse build is great. Like, again, like, the Traverse builds in the past, the thing I've always felt lacking was the lack of Stubborn Denial in particular matchups, so getting to splash for that seems really good. Collective Brutality seems okay here. K-Return and Liliana are okay here. Hazoret's definitely too slow. What are we supposed to trim? Battle Rage is just like the nuts here. This isn't a Lingering Souls matchup, right? A card's good at flooding the board, but it's slow and it's really bad against Thalia. Yeah, I agree. Just like, and being able to traverse for Staticaster is kind of nuts. Cut Watery Grave. Do I want to go down a land, though? I don't know if I want to go down a land. Going down a land doesn't seem like it's going to be a good idea. What do I cut here? Do I want to trim some discard? I've got 2 cards to cut. I could just, like, trim a couple of Inquisitions. Maybe I want to trim Thoughtseizes because I don't always want to go fast in this matchup. I know we went fast there, but, like, I feel like that's not always going to be how it plays out. I'm going to do that. I could see if someone has more experience and you'd board out Inquisition rather than Thoughtseize here, I could see that being correct, but my gut says, oh, Staticaster's blue. Yeah, derp. Glad I didn't cut the land. That would have been real embarrassing. Board in Staticaster. Cut your blue pip. That would be bad. Yeah, that would be bad. That's a phenomenal draw. I should bauble them first here so I can know... Oh, you know what? I probably shouldn't bauble them because it could draw me a card for their Kite Sail freebooter to take, but I guess I could just take their freebooter. Man, their hand is terrible. Alright, sweet. So we're gonna grab Thalia's Lieutenant here. And then next turn, they're going to draw Sin Collector, play Noble Hierarch, and I can Thoughtseize the Sin Collector out of their hand. I have a Collective Brutality. They'll attack us for 3 here. A little annoying, but it's not the end of the world. I'll go Thoughtseize you. Here's an interesting question. Am I supposed to Thoughtseize them here? Or am I supposed to let them take a card out of my hand? And am I supposed to just, like, Collective Brutality, kill this Champion of the Parish while I can? The Champion of the Parish might grow out of control, right? I kind of don't mind losing one of these, I don't think. Yeah, I'm actually going to Collective Brutality here. I'm going to Collective Brutality. And I think I'm actually going to just bin this to gain some health. Hey, Tino with the brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Subs are the absolute best way you can support my content here. No, I think I like the Lilianas. I think this Liliana is going to be like Edict You plus Edict You play another one. I think that's going to be my line. They do have some Horizon Canopies to cycle through here. So the Goyf makes an okay wall. And then hopefully Liliana, we get to sit behind her. Alrighty then. I never need double green, right? Only for when I want to go get a Tarmogoyf off Traverse. They need to hit like Mantis Rider like this turn. Reflector Mage is good too, I guess. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Might be behind this game now. We're down to 5 here on this attack. Grab a Blood Crypt here. Staticaster would be a pretty good draw. Traverse also fine because it gets Death Shadow. Oh geez, that's a big hit. Need a creature I can play, a removal spell. That is not gonna do it, right? We're just dead. That's unfortunate. Yeah, how that game played out, it makes me think I definitely want the Inquisitions and don't want the Thoughtseizes. Clicks a bit. But hey, Tulson with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. Thanks for your Amazon fun money this way this month. All the data is the... Sorry. Aaron Forsyth tweeting about how great Standard looks, and I'm like, we don't actually know what Standard looks like, bud. I could see Lingering Souls being good. I could see Lingering Souls being fine. This hand's great, right? Got like threat into stuff. I should scry here with this Bauble. Traverse. I'm actually not going to be able to enable Traverse anytime soon, right? So I'm just going to fetch Overgrown Tomb here. And I'm going to grab it untapped so that way I can push their turn 1 play. Another Goyf is great. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, Trey. Hey, Rattleclaw. Rattleclaw is one of my favorite cards in that standard format. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. Always, subs are the best way you can support me here, so thanks for that next level of support. Inquisition. They're still going to have cards in their hand next turn, so I'm just going to go ahead and shock this in and play the Goyf here, and then next turn we can go Inquisition plus second Goyf and start beating them down. It's a Thalia. It's annoying. It's like not the end of the world though. Go like tap land, attack you for 4, play another Tarmogoyf. I have like Terminate to cover a Mantis Rider if they play it. Like we're attacking them pretty quickly. Reflector Mage would be kind of obnoxious, but not quite the end of the world because we're still at 15. If you think Wizards of the Coast should publish all the data, go feel free to like and retweet that one. I guess this punishes me. It kind of sucks, but I guess they're not playing a card this turn now, right? And I'm probably still going to get to Inquisition something out of their hand. Ooh, that's a good one for them to not know about. Start with this. Gets a sorcery in the graveyard. All right, attack you with my 5/6s, I guess. This list is gas. I can see why people like this kind of configuration of this deck. Hey, Navier with the Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. Three months. Thanks for re-upping. Welcome to the Wild Sub Club. They're just dead, right? Battle Rage should kill them. Let me tell you about cards you should be playing in your Grixis Shadow deck. You should be playing, hey, all the 3-month resubs. Deuce J2 with the with the 3-month resubscription on the $4.99. Welcome to the Wild Sub Club. I do appreciate it. This deck is so resource efficient. Love the aggressive attack here. Where do we get this list? This is a donation deck list, Trey. One of the subs submitted it. I really need to write down who submits what. It's just something that needs to happen. Thank you, Siru. Yeah, I like this deck a lot. It seems really powerful. We're only 2 matches in here, obviously, right? But like, it's doing. I liked their Traverse package, but missed Stubborn Denial. So like, the fact that this gets to do both of those is kind of great. It feels like. Kill you. Right? It's easy 2-0. Is Bauble doing enough in the deck that it would be so bad to replace it with Stubbs? The Bauble is very good. Bauble makes your deck smaller. I think a lot of people that are inexperienced in Modern or Magic in general undervalue playing a 52 card Magic deck. This is a 52 card Magic deck. We have 4 Street Wraiths and 4 Mishra's Bauble. Mishra's Bauble makes our Tarmogoyfs larger in addition to making our deck smaller, and it makes our Traverses easier to turn on. So TLDR, Mishra's Bauble is very, very good. It is great. Things I would want to play a bunch of games with this deck to figure out. Is Hazoret good enough in enough spots that it's worth having a fun of in the main deck to traverse for? That's one question. What will be another question? I don't know. That's the only one I have actually offhand. Is it worth not playing a basic forest in my deck? Probably worth it, but I don't know. I kind of like the idea. I feel like you could make this deck really good against Blood Moon decks by just like having one basic forest so you can get it and then traverse for your swamp and then Abrupt Decay the Blood Moon. And that might be too narrow, but I feel like you could just like have freebies because of that. No, this card literally draws a card. It's not thinning, it replaces itself. Fetch lands don't draw cards. This is a card that costs you no resources and just draws you a card a turn later. This deck is certainly worse against Fatal Push. Certainly worse against Fatal Push, but they only have 4 Fatal Pushes, right? And you always have Death Shadow, so like their Fatal Pushes are on most games. Hazoret's really good against Fatal Push. Actually, that's a great... How does Grixis just like can't take that card off the table, right? It seems fine. Not super exciting, but fine. It's like Thoughtseize into Goyf, sign me up, I guess. Or also worse against Graveyard Hate. Kind of. Graveyard Hate is very good against Grixis Shadow. Like, I bring in my Leyline to the Void there. Ooh, Reclamation Sage seems interesting. Yeah, Ranger of Eos is a card I'd be interested in. Like, if we're splashing for souls anyways, is souls better than having 1 Ranger? That's Ranger of Eos, and Reclamation Sage is really neat. Culligan's Command and Hazoret do very different things, so I think you'd want to think about what do you want that slot to do. Yeah, if you expect a lot of Grixis, Hazoret seems fantastic. Ugh. They kept a 7 with no... That's interesting. They kept a 7 with no Dredger. Just take this Cathartic Reunion. Oh, I guess Dakmor Salvage technically a Dredger, right? For those that are wondering, now we're dead. This matchup's terrible. It's really bad. Temur Battle Rage lets you steal it sometimes. This matchup is abysmal for us. I don't know, I've played a bunch of Dredge. This hand is like medium minus. I don't know about a Sneep. I'd probably keep it too, but it's not very good. I hit Stinkweed Imp. Yep, perfect. Probably dead. I guess we could go Goyf into Shadow. Like, beat them down, maybe. Gotta try not to die to Conflagrate, though. Hey, chicks! Brand new $49 a month subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. I really do appreciate that. Sneep is a snap keep. Sneeper. Sneeper keeper. Ugh, they put another amalgam in there, so we're looking to dodge like Narcos and Bloodghast this turn. 4 more hits at 1. Sweet. Did we dodge Narcos and Bloodghast? It's really good for us. If we hit a fetch or a shock next turn, I can go Goyf Shadow, which would be great for us. Ooh, that's kind of terrifying. I wonder how many lands they have. Definitely don't know. They have a Dakmor Salvage in their hand. Oh, they drew a Bloodghast. That's gross. Alright, probably dead. Shockland. Don't have Delirium, so this doesn't actually do anything. I guess I can technically Fatal Push. If I had a fetch or a shock here instead of this basic swamp in our opener, we might have been able to steal this by like playing this out and then smashing with everything by ripping a Temur Battle Rage next turn, but I think we're just going to be a little cold here if they don't fetch or shock. I think it's pretty unlikely that they fetch or shock this turn. A couple of spell bombs on our board, right? Anything else with this matchup? Staticaster's not terrible, and K-Return's not terrible. I guess Lingering Souls probably isn't the worst too. It buys us some time to try and draw to a Temur Battle Rage to punch through. Matches like this are a good example of why Battle Rage is great in these decks, because it just like gives you these draws where you're just like, all right, this is the card I need to steal this game that's really bad. I'm behind, but like if I just rip this Battle Rage, I'm going to kill them out of nowhere. Yeah, I think Souls will be fine. Stubbs is good in this matchup because it counters Conflagrate. So I'll just block an Amalgam here. Suppose I could push this. Yeah, I'm gonna push this. And then next turn I can go Traverse Shadow. I mean, Traverse is primarily in our deck to get creatures. Alright, so this went up to a 5/6 and they fetched, so if we rip a TBR, we could actually kill them here, right? Yeah, TBR is going to be lethal. So, Battle Rage Dealer. Alright, we just go get a Shadow. You know what might be too cute that I kind of want to test in this deck? I wonder if a Gore Clan Rampager is terrible in this deck. Who's in for a Gore Clan Rampager? I wonder if I was supposed to take 2 extra last turn. Because they can bring back Scourge Devil, right? I think I'm just dead to this Scourge Devil. Need to go block, 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 block. Take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, not just dead on board. It's a Delirium body too. Yeah, it is. Peace Zero, thanks for the donation. Yep, definitely be up on YouTube after the fact. Yeah, I think we get one more draw step for the TBR as well. The Traverse only gets creatures and lands, Tom. Traverse is not Demonic Tutor with Delirium. Gosh, could you imagine if this card was Demonic Tutor? This would be like one of the best cards in the history of Magic. That's super conservative. Mishra's Bauble. That's actually bad for us. I think that's going to be lethal. I guess we could draw a Fatal Push here. Yeah, I think we're pushing up daisies at this point. They dredge and they have Conflagrate and they have a Scourge Devil. Yeah, we're real dead. This Soul Rose okay. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Abrupt Decays and Terminates are not very good. Liliana the Veil's pretty awful. Hazoret's pretty awful. You don't want to trim Street Wraith in this matchup because seeing more cards and being able to modify my health total is good. Is Fatal Push good enough? I don't know if Fatal Push is good enough. I think I want a couple of instants at least to leave my Delirium on. Yeah, the discard's not amazing. Yeah, it seems fine. Thoughtseize helps enable Fast Shadows, and Fast Shadows with Battle Rage can steal games, so I think this is a Fast Shadows matchup. We're 2-0, Maddie. We're down a game against Dredge, though. So, you know, about to be 2-1. What land do I cut? Do I cut an Overgrown Tomb? That's probably fine. Probably fine. It seems great. Okay, it's a good start. Good start. Now I just go Shadow, Shadow, right? I can deal 6 and put myself to 12. Green source, blue source, Shadow, Shadow. This, I agree. This is, it doesn't involve a sideboard card, but this is the start we need to win this matchup. That like Collective Brutality, I'm gonna feel a little bit silly. They can't conflag me, right? Not yet, because they have to like pay 1 to discard it, then pay 2 to flash it back. I get like Lava Axe end step, yep. Lightning Axe, whatever it's called. They like Axe and then untap and play a what's it called? A Collective Brutality. I'm gonna feel real bad. I could play Godless Teague for conflag. Teague's actually kind of a sweet card to traverse for. Okay. Almost auto-yielded my turn there. Close. Jock. I think I just want to play Staticaster this turn. Feels to me like my opponent doesn't have anything going on, right? If they had a Cathartic Union, they would have played it last turn. I just want our sideboard to be Kiki Kier's border and Traverse for Bobs, right? That's all I want out of life too, really. I think we just want to like Staticaster here, right? Clean up blockers, and then if we rip anything that deals damage to ourselves next turn, we can kill them. Like fetch land, Street Wraith, shock land, just Battle Rage for lethal. Oh, now Battle Rage is lethal. Now Battle Rage is lethal. Oh no! Oh no! It's a tilt. Well, fetch land's still lethal. It's a good line from the opponent. Traverse only has 2 card types. I guess I Inquisition them and see if I can add a card type to the bin. Bloodghast, Stinkweed. Oh, it's still lethal. Yeah, you're right. Third 8. I'm dumb. They fetched the shock land. Shh. I'd have got there. I'd have got there. Hey. Alright, stole 1. One game stolen. 1 game stolen. Hopefully we can do that one more time now. Second verse, same as the first. A little bit louder and a whole lot worse. Yeah, I could have Inquisitioned myself to put it in the bin. Right. Jeez. There is almost a manageable number of decks in the donation queue. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 under 20. Got there. Getting there. This hand doesn't have any lands in it. But Jeff, these cards could be anything. Cards could be literally anything. Keep no landers. Stop it. Silly magic players. This hand feels close. How do we feel about this hand? I should mulligan this, right? Yeah, this is probably the last league of the day. This feels close. The Temur Battle Rage is pretty good, right? The Battle Rage was just lethal last game. I have a Scry, I have a Street Wraith. We can definitely go to 5 cards and win. That's what a lot of people understand about Modern, especially matchups like this. Matchups like this aren't about the number of cards you have, they're about which cards you have. I think this hand's fine. The Traverse just gets me another land. Yeah, reasonable standard decks will take its donations. I'm inclined to mulligan just because I have 2 copies of Nihil Spellbomb in my deck, which are very good. Like, I think I'm gonna mulligan this hand because it's the type of hand where I need a land, but I also need a threat, right? So, like, if my hand needs to draw lands and spells, it's probably not good enough. I'm gonna mulligan into them that logic. I think that hand needs to draw lands and needs to draw spells. Immediately punished by an unkeepable 5. It depends on in which manner it's unreasonable. I don't think I can keep this. Makes me long for that 6. This hand's great. This hand is very good. Is that good enough? Do I top that? I think I bottom this, right? They just want another Goyf? I guess they do fill their graveyard up. Do you want to, like, kill them? I need removal? Why do I need removal? I think we need to bottom this Goyf. I'd rather have a 1-mana card that's larger than that one. And play out all 5 matches. Probably a cool 100. Like, play out, you mean until they kill me? Probably a cool 100. They don't have a Dredger. That's really good for us. Punished for bottoming the Goyf. Super punished for bottoming this Goyf. Bad. I think bottoming the Goyf was right. I put a mulligan to 5. I think they probably should have gone to 4. I guess looting land, like, with the Scry is probably okay. I'd probably keep that. Based on their start and, like, the fact that I've drawn 2 lands, I really wish I would have kept that other card. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Whether or not it worked out doesn't make a decision objectively right or wrong. That's something that makes Magic difficult, right? Like, you can make a decision that's, like, a good decision and still get punished for it. Still no Dredger, but they found a Bloodghast. They did take Sorcery out of the discard pile, which is worth noting. Yeah, deal, come at me. Shadows, please. They might have hit the Narco off the Faithless Looting. Hey, there's my friendo. Welcome back, friendo. Welcome back, friendo. Now I really just want to draw like Street Wraiths and Mishra's Baubles, right? Just like things to make my Goyfs huge that are cycles. It's a Cathartic Reunion, feels like it, or Tormenting Voice. Yep, none of those are dredgers. What's my deal? Like, what do they give me? They send me $1 dues every month, and they lend me cards to play with on stream, Punishing Waterfalls. Like the perfect solution. I both love $1 dues and need cards to play on stream. Death Shadow. Is that one good, chat? I feel like that one's okay. We might... God, are we gonna steal this game? Oh no, what's wrong? We might be getting close to stealing this. Oh, you need your fort put back together? Okay. Let Dad cast this Death Shadow. Let Dad cast this magic card that's too good. And then we'll come over here. Here you go, kiddo. Yep, I'm fixing it. Go. Enjoy. One fort for Tiny Hogland. I have no idea. Odd how good 52 card decks are, right, Matt? Please attack me. Rats. Nice, Tarantula. Reverse. Only one card type in my bin. Am I willing to trade here? Do I want to put a Stinkweed Imp in their bin, or do I want to hang tight here for a moment? Is it nuts to just ship in and then spellbomb them? Is that insane? I feel like I want to ship and then spellbomb them. You want fish? Okay, say fish. Fish. Yeah, I think Matt, would you attack? Oh, we know they have 2 lands in hand. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, let's just. Oh, they have the Insolent Neonate, right? The Neonate lets them dredge it, though, right? The Neonate makes it a little awkward. Because they get to redo the Stinkweed. And, like, they could, like, flip things out in response here. They don't have to block 2 things. They don't have to block 2 things. I think I'm just gonna pass here. I think I'm just gonna pass. Bomb now to find TBR. I think I can win. I think bombing now is real bad. I think you know that though. Okay, they put a Conflagrate into their discard pile, which definitely makes things scary. They only have 1 more land though, so we've got that. Yeah, but bombing them takes their graveyard away, which makes Tarmogoyf worse. Wow, they played a land? Why would they play a land? Oh, they get to loam it back. Never mind. That makes sense. They get to thin a land out of their deck and loam it back. Ignore me. Conflagrate, like, kind of puts me in a squeeze, right? Traverse currently doesn't do anything. Traverse gets me a basic swamp. Would Traverse have forced them to block 2? It would have added sorcery. Oh, Traverse does force them to block 2, doesn't it? They left their loam in their hand. So they have to block 2 things now. Yeah, they didn't have to block 2 things last turn because they were at a higher health total. We could bomb our grave. That seems loose. I think I'm going to attack with everything here. Because it forces a double block. Yeah, we don't really play limited on this stream. We might play some of like the Hex limited. Because Kismet drafts are kind of neat, but... we do this. They do the Neonate, they dredge the Thug. Okay, so they're getting a Narcomoeba here, but I get to bomb the Amalgamate. I really just want to take the Stinkweed Imp out of play as like the big thing here. That's the thing I want to fix here. I want to take the Stinkweed Imp out of play. Amalgam would be annoying, but I want the Stinkweed Imp gone. They're gonna go to 4. I'm gonna have 2 Tarmogoyfs. My Tarmogoyfs are about to get smaller here, so that's a real thing. My Tarmogoyfs are gonna be a little bit smaller. So I guess I'm doing this now. It's really unfortunate. Like, punished for not being aggressive with my fetch land. It's really sad. I almost fetched too. I was almost like I should fetch to thin. I was like, statistically, it's insignificant. There's 48 cards in my deck. They also have a Golgari Thug they can play. No, it makes my Goyf smaller. They'd have taken 1 less point of damage. So I'd much rather they be at 4 than be at okay, yep. They have a Golgari Thug they can play that's a blocker. So removal spell is lethal here. Death Shadow's okay. Another lethal attacker. Set them under the Triple Abyss. Oh, this is really annoying. They get to go ahead and just flip the Narcomoeba back on top of their deck with Golgari Thug. They get to dredge Golgari Thug and flip this, but they're still dead on board, right? They need to hit another Narcomoeba there. I think we know their hand is all lands, right? I believe their hand is lands and Golgari Thug currently. Yeah, GG's opponent. Sweet. 3-0 with the 5-color Shadow deck. Haven't cashed a league today. Put Death Shadow in our deck immediately. Start 3-0. Welcome to everyone. Thanks for hanging out here tonight. It's going to be our last league of the evening. It's our third Modern League of the day. Remember, if you missed the earlier parts of the stream, you can catch some of my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. Felt good to get rewarded for mulliganing there. Not a misplay if you win. That's definitely one way to look at it. Are we gonna get to bribe someone at some point tonight? That would be exciting. It's legal. It's not bribery if it's legal. That's what people were telling me on the internet. I was rude to call it bribery because it's not bribery if it's legal. I think all of the cards that we are playing in this deck are great. There is a deck list on your screen if you are on the desktop, and if you are not on the desktop, you can type !deck in chat to get a link to the deck list. It's much easier than trying to write it down and squint at your screen. Attacking was all downside there? Yeah, you're right, Matt, it was, wasn't it? He was actually just had 0 outs if I didn't attack. Thank you for pointing that out. Hey, he can have some water too. It's okay. You weren't even drinking it. You weren't even drinking it. All right, this hand has a basic swamp in it, but other than that, it's pretty good.
What? You don't need your dad, you need your mom.
Double Fatal Push will be pretty good here. Hazoret's been kind of medium minus. I'm gonna cycle this to start because I want to get more information before I Inquisition. Speaking of medium minus, Overgrown Tomb here. Declan just wants to be down. Declan's just saying he needs his dad because he wants to be in the same room where he can attack his brother. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. I think if you're playing Death Shadow, you should have the cards Temur Battle Rage and Stubborn Denial in your deck. Grixis has felt reasonable. All right, what are we? Hold on, let me take a second to think here. Probably just the plating, right? Just can't beat that card. Only reason you got into it. Well, thanks for being here, Spenstern. This deck's felt very reasonable. The Traverse decks lacked Stubborn Denial, which really hurt a few particular matchups, and getting to play the Traverse deck with Stubborn Denial feels pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if said Mephisto's... I don't have a ton of experience, so I don't want to make, like... It's like... This is just like a gut feeling, but I feel like said Mephisto's assessment there is probably reasonable. Hazoret's very good against Grixis decks. They just can't kill this card. So, like, having a bullet in your deck that, like, the Grixis decks just can't deal with doesn't seem unreasonable. I'm gonna push this dork off a cliff, right? Ooh, that's a good draw. So I get to push this off a cliff, and I get to fetch shock, play Death Shadow now. I have 4 card types in my bin. This is gonna get a Blood Crypt here. So next turn, I can Fatal Push plus Traverse for another Death Shadow. They have Mountain Arcbound Ravager in their hand right now. Okay, the Opal's actually a very good draw for them because it lets them attack with the Blink Moth this turn, but that does put them on this balancing act where they need to not die to my Death Shadow, but they also need to kill me. So I'm going to take 3 here and go to 8, which leaves me with a 5/5 in play. We're in great shape. We're in okay shape. The second Death Shadow puts us in a reasonable spot, it feels like. Yeah, could you imagine if I go get Staticaster here? It'd probably be too slow, actually, right? Because we're on the draw. Okay, that's interesting. I probably don't want to fetch this turn, right? Probably not. I can get it set up for a super good attack next turn, though, right? I mean, to, like, get a Death Shadow here, play it, and then, like, have Fatal Push, and then get to Hazoret attack next turn after Fetch Shocking. Because they're probably just going to hit me for 3 again, right? They're out of cards. So this puts them to 15. If they hit me for a little bit of damage, these Death Shadows are going to be close to lethal, so they're going to need to leave back 2 blockers, and I get to push one of them. Kill Pest, but why would I want to kill Pest before attacks? If they try to go in on the Arcbound Ravager, I just push them off a cliff and they lose. And if they poke me for 3, I go to 5, and that makes my shadows 8/8. Then I can make them 11/11s with the Verdant Catacombs, and then I just kill them because they only have 1 blocker that I get to push. I mean, they definitely have Galvanic Blast, so, like, maybe I could play around going to 4, but, like, I'm probably not going to 4 on this attack. If they rip Cranial Plating, maybe they can get me here. But even that, probably not. They only have 1, 2, 3. Yes, we're going to test that theory. No, we're fine still, right? I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I haven't counted yet. I could count, but my opponent's just gonna, like, move stuff around and it'll make our counting easier, so I'm gonna wait for them to move stuff around. So we could count in a couple different ways, so, like, this is 6. So if I push this Signal Pest, they can animate this and hit me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So can I let them get this attack trigger on this Ornithopter? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. Hey, that dirty something with the Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. Twitch Prime subs, or Twitch subs are the best way you can support my content here. So I think I get to let them attack, right? Because if they attack and they attack with both of these, even if they go all in on this Arcbound Ravager, it's only 1 plus, it's only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which makes this 7, which puts me to 1, which means I kill them on the backswing. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and let them attack here. And if they attack me with the Signal Pest, I get to push one of their blockers, untap, play Hazoret, kill them. Why can't Hazoret attack? They're dead, right? This attack means they're dead. So I get to push this Signal Pest, and then if they go all in on this, I live at 1. And then kill them on the backswing with the Death Shadows. And if they don't go all in on this, yeah, they're dead. Chat, there's so many lines here. So if they go in on this, I go to 1, and then they die to these. If they don't go all in on this, I have enough life to fetch shock this, and then they're going to take lethal between these 2. They don't have to sack because this is 8. This is 7 plus 1 after they activated this Blink Moth Nexus. We're gonna take 1 and go to 7, which makes these 6/6s. Oh, we're actually gonna be 1 short, right? Are we gonna be 1 short? We can't kill the only blocker because they move the counter from the Arcbound Ravager and then kill us. Actually wasn't an option. I think we're actually one short. I think I miscounted. Because I can only make these 9/9s. Killing the blocker meant we died. That's a fact. Killing the blocker meant we died. No, Mr. Tasty, they had lethal. They were attacking us for 8. Yeah, we can search for Street Wraith to get a redraw. I'm just making sure that that's the best line. So if I play this fetch land, we're definitely playing this fetch land. And then if we had Gore Clan, it would be lethal here, right? If this was Gore Clan, this would be lethal. It would be a lethal attack. Because these would be 9/9s and we trample. So if I attack with both of these, they're forced to block. They move 2 counters to here. Then they have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attack. Oh, we had to push Ornithopter. If I push Ornithopter, I would be at 1, right? If I pushed Ornithopter, I couldn't play the Hazoret, chat. We still die. We still die with that line. And I wouldn't be able to cycle a Street Wraith here. No. Cast this card. Having a Gore Clan is what we need. A Gore Clan is what we need. Pushing the other thing doesn't matter. I guess I just grab the Street Wraith and then cycle to try and kill them, right? Yeah, that too, probably. Yep. Fetch a shock out here and then cycle. I guess there is a world where I should get this shock land tapped. I should get this shock. Just getting the shock land tapped punish me at all? Because if I get the shock land tap, I could go Street Wraith, Street Wraith. Oh, I want Abrupt Decay to be a lethal draw, right? So I want this untapped. I want Abrupt Decay. So removal spells and Temur Battle Rages are lethal. Not Liliana, obviously, but like Fatal Pushes, Terminates, Abrupt Decays. Alright. Magic's a skill game, and the better player always wins. We did it. We did it, Reddit. Magic's tough. Magic's tough. It's a hard game. Hard game. Let me tell you about... Let me sit down, everyone, and tell you a story about 1 mana 11/11s. Everybody, gather around and listen. Anyone that XOs any tournament got lucky to do so. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. Hazoret was not lethal. Hazoret was only lethal because I had a Street Wraith to cycle. It was the only reason Hazoret was lethal. Just for reference. I think chat's right that I actually don't want the Staticaster because I want to just cut my blue sources. I think I would accept that as being true. Collective Brutalities might be okay as well. I'm gonna trim these Thoughtseizes. A cut. Do you need help, Jacob? Do you need help with something? What do you need help with? Help, please. All right, I think I'm gonna board like this. I'll be right back. Cut Street Wraith. I could see cutting some Street Wraith, but I feel like cutting Street Wraith is loose because of Traverse. What do you need help with, buddy? You want to go back? Oh. I could see cutting one maybe, but I want some of them. No, Kaladesh block rotates in October. Yeah, skill in games like Magic the Gathering is identifying what your outs are and then doing your best to play to them. I don't think I want the Staticaster. The Staticaster makes me keep the Watery Grave. You think I want the Staticaster? Okay, what am I cutting then? Am I just like cutting these two Street Wraiths for Staticaster Watery Grave? I want to do this. Is this what I want to do? This seems fine. I guess it's good against their creature lands. It is a little bit slow. Like, we just wouldn't have had a chance to use Staticaster last game. This hand just doesn't do much, right? It's like got like no removal, no Ancient Grudges in it. Like lands and spells, but not good enough. Is this a mulligan? Chat, what do we think about this hand? I feel like this hand is a mulligan. I'm supposed to just keep mulliganing because there's Ancient Grudges and Fatal Pushes in my deck, but Terminate might be good enough. My gut says I wanna throw this back. The Bauble, yeah, it is. I was just gonna say the Bauble's a redraw though. Mishra's Bauble is like an opt. Yeah, that's true. I have this fetch land. All right, yeah, I like that. I like that logic. Mishra's Bauble's an opt. I'm gonna keep this. It's probably better than a random 5. I want a Street Wraith. Battle Rage is a card that can let us steal these games though, Maddie. And like they mulligan to 6, so their hand's likely to not be too explosive. He says his opponent plays 6 cards. I guess I could have kept the Street Wraith because it lets me draw the card from Bauble this turn if it's good. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. What's on top of my deck? Death Shadow. That's a good one too, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna draw that, I think. Like turn 2, Terminate. Turn 3, Lingering Souls. Turn 4, Flashback Souls. Just Magic's easy when you're lucky, chat. Magic is easy when you're lucky. They have a Stubborn Denial here. We can get into a little bit of trouble, or a Spell Pierce. We're guaranteed to draw Lingering Souls. The 6 is great. Yeah, I know. I agree that the 6 was loose. Just to let the record state, I agree that the 6 was loose. You know, Mono Red Prisoner. We actually played that deck today on my... God, they have the Spell Pierce. Gross. On my YouTube channel, you can check out my feelings on that deck. I'll hit publish after we're done today. No, I wanted the option to be able to draw a Fatal Push and play it. I think it's more likely that I draw a Fatal Push and they play it than that this opponent has Thoughtseize in against me. The Vault Scourge. This card's gonna get on a hand very quickly. YouTube.com/Jeff Hoagland. I'm easy to find everywhere. Just never not Jeff Hoagland. All right, I think we're dead, chat. I think we're dead. I draw like Abrupt Ancient Grudge like right now. I guess we had 2 shots at it. Staticaster I can't cast because I have 5 colors in my deck. No. No, we pretty much only play one deck a day, or we pretty much only play decks in one league. We're gonna take 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I could hit a land next turn and go like Shadow into Lingering Souls and like stall a little bit and then punch through with Temur Battle Rage potentially. We won't pack it in just yet. Let's see how aggressive they want to be. We also rip, like, Ancient Grudge isn't terrible here, right? Let's see how aggressive they get with this Arcbound Ravager. They could get kind of aggressive with this Arcbound Ravager. They're attacking for 6 right now. They could possibly be attacking for 8 with these Springleaf Drums. Hey, Roadkill89. 3-month, 4.99-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I really appreciate that. As always, subs are the best way you can support my content here. Welcome to the Wild Sub Club, quarter of a year. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for offering me blockers even though I don't have any Magic Online. I feel like they're going to go at least one bigger here. Ideally, we just want to take 6, but I feel like they're probably going to pump it up a little bit. Pump up, the pump up, the pump up, the jam. Pump up, the pump up, the pump up, the jam. They put us to 7 here. We basically need to rip Ancient Grudge. Yeah, if we could have played Shadow that last turn. Why is Fetchline nuts here? Fetchline leaves us dead on board, right? Because I'll only be able to block 3 of their things and then they'll just Arcbound onto whatever I can't block. We might just be dead on board regardless, actually. We need Ancient Grudge so we can kill the Arc, or Fatal Push, I suppose. Yeah, I think putting me to 7 here is the right line from the opponent. Traverse the Ulvenwald with not enough card types. You're dead. That's happening after this league. I think I'm going to eat dinner. Been going for 4.5 hours. Long stream already. Getting 3 donation leagues out of the way is nice though. I'm gonna give Staticaster one more try. I wouldn't be surprised if not having it is correct. That game kind of fumbled around us when they had the stubborn denial though. Definitely not a best moment for us. Easy mulligan here. Seems pretty good. Mana's a little awkward. I'm gonna top that and just fetch on 1, right? Actually, I'm gonna bottom this and then play the swamp and Inquisition them because I kind of want to draw a land before I decide how I'm fetching. This would be worth noting. This would be much better as a Street Wraith in this hand. It's much better. They have an Etch Champion, a bunch of bad cards. I guess Staticaster's good against their hand. If we run off a couple of lands here, we could be okay. The problem is I just need to draw 2 more lands with this hand, right? I need to draw a green source for Abrupt Decay and blue and red for the Staticaster. We don't have a Liliana in our main deck. This is in our sideboard. Drew Mox Opal. It's a good draw. These are not coming up Millhouse, chat. I guess they don't have any pressure, right? Oh. This insulates whatever pressure they could potentially draw. They have Denial plus Darksteel Citadel. Kinda mad. We need 2 lands, right? Because they get to soft stub this Liliana, and I still can't cast the Staticaster. Although I guess holding the land means I could cast the Staticaster potentially. If they had a cranial plating, we're pretty dead underwater. Am I supposed to fatal push that? Probably. Probably supposed to fatal push that. I think that was the draw we just couldn't beat with this welding jar. It's unfortunate. I feel like I made any mistakes this game. It's kind of a medium keep. The only potential mistake, and this is something that people don't think about enough, I think, like, having this card in our deck might be wrong. Am I supposed to kill this? Probably. They did miss taps. They don't have fatal push up, which is nice. Or they don't have stubborn denial up. I really don't want to use the Abrupt Decay here because that makes me commit to which land I'm getting. And that kind of sucks. Yeah, the Mono Red Prison matchup was the first deck we played today, Voxy. It'll get published on my YouTube channel after the stream is finished. I have to do some formatting to it. The video is uploaded in process, but I have to do some formatting in the description before I can put it live. And I haven't had a chance to do that midstream. I'm just going to concede. I think my opponent's going to kill us regardless of what they do. If I hold the Fatal Push there and they go all in on an Ink Moth, they just have Stubborn Denial. So, I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to time you out. You're really annoying. There's literally 2 Ancient Grudges here on our sideboard. Kolaghan's Command isn't even that good against Affinity compared to cards like Ancient Grudge and Kozilek's Return because it costs 3 mana and they have Stubborn Denials and Spell Pierces. We could Decay Jar. I think just like all pass, we're going to lead to Rome there, and my opponent's playing very slowly, and I'd rather just move on to the next match. We're going to be in trouble regardless. It's a good Hearthstone hand. It's a good Hearthstone hand. I mean, this is a keep at 5, right? Also a good poker hand, not wrong. You are not incorrect. It's gonna be our last match of the evening. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. Played 3 different leagues. We played Mono Red Prison, we played some Blue Black Mail, and we're closing out with some 5-color Grixis Death Shadow. All of these were donation deck lists. You can learn more about how donation deck lists work at bit.ly/HugoSellout. Cycle this in case we had a 1-drop. Yeah, I mean, that's Magic. You mulligan a lot in Magic. That's just how it goes. Yeah, I agree. People that are like caught up on Kolaghan's Command don't understand the differences between this and Grixis Shadow, which actually looks like it's what we're playing against here. Grixis Shadow. I should have done this during their upkeep so I could see a card they were drawing. It's a small mistake on my part. I have less information now because they're going to get to fetch this card away. I'm really bad at Magic the Gathering. Hello, Jacob. How you doing, dude? You wanna sit on my lap? Oh, you wanna watch the show? Yeah. I got you. I got you, fam. Yeah, man. I ain't drawing nothing. Ain't nobody got spells. We got time for no spells.
Go, go, go!
Here's a question for chat. Am I supposed to board out Temur Battle Rage in the Shadow Mirror? It feels like that's probably a yes. Feels like this is a card that's not supposed to be in my deck. Yeah, I would definitely believe we get better post-board than they do. We're tweeting at Forsyth too much. Time to get blacklisted, right? We're not out of this yet. We've got 4 card types in our graveyard, so traverses are live. Legacy win. Not today. Usually I do all of one format in a single day unless we have large swings of Democracy or an extra long stream, so maybe we'll do Legacy at the next Magic stream, do a couple Legacy things. They went top with their Serum Visions. That's probably bad for me.
Oh, no.
This is a denial out matchup. Kind of feels like a denial out matchup. How do you feel about that? That feels really clean. TBR, denial, grave out, Soul's Last Hope, Godless Shrine in. Thanks for watching, Soj. I mean, there are 17 lands in our deck, so we're bound to draw them. 18 lands. Oh, Spellbombs are okay. Yeah, that's fine. Spellbomb's good. Got a couple Inquisition. I like that. Yeah, people are right. Spellbomb is very good here. Yeah, this is a competitive version of Jundin Modern because it has 1 mana negates and 1 mana 10/10s and can combo kill you with Temur Battle Rage. But put combo decks in your fair deck. Put combos in your fair deck. I want to keep this. I've got a redraw and this Traverse gets a swamp. Like, not super exciting, but like mulliganing isn't very exciting in this matchup. And like Souls and Liliana are both pretty good. Yeah, Liliana is very good. It makes me sad that you're a meme streamer now. Let's win. Cincinnati. I mean, you're not wrong, Matt. I am a meme streamer now. Confirmed meme streamer. Look, memes pay the bills way more than trying to be competitive does. The Polluted Delta was a great draw. We could stack our deck there. We would definitely put a fetch land on top. Am I supposed to spellbomb them to keep them off a Delve threat, or do I hold this for a Snapcaster Mage? Delve threat I actually don't really care about, right? Because I can Liliana them. Hey! KU with the $4.99 a month free subscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. That's the great thing about team events, Immortal. I don't have to win the single elimination rounds. I have teammates that get to do it. Hopefully they have big fish here. If they have Tasigur hold stub, I'm in a little bit of trouble. If they have Tasigur hold stub, I'm in a little bit of trouble. If they have big fish, we're going to be in a great spot. Big fishing, spin the G's, we doing big fishing up in beep 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 beep. No, Saffronal is way smarter than I am. He never traveled to a bunch of magic events and spewed at them. Eat your fish. Fish, it's what's for dinner. And Liliana likes to eat fish. There's no innuendo in that statement at all. Do you enjoy the taste of fish, Liliana? Sure. I'm supposed to plus the Liliana first. I kind of want info on what I have to discard, though. Yeah. All right. Rid of that one. I think I just bin this Lingering Souls here. In this way, if they draw a fetch land or something, I don't have to chump my Death Shadow into theirs to keep my Liliana alive. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have bubbled them before I did that. No, I might have wanted to discard the bubble. Oh, they could have soft stubbed this. That was super wrong. And my opponent didn't punish me. God bless you, opponent. I appreciate you not punishing me. What's up? You want this over your head? Jesus, I punted and then opponent punted right back. Yes, I am really bad at magic. Be quiet. I deserve this game win. Shut up. Shut up. I deserve this. I was super punished for F6. Yep. Do we just trade this Liliana for their Death Shadow next turn, right? I guess it depends on what we draw. We draw like a Fatal Push or Abrupt Decay. Opponent commented in chat they got super punished for F6ing. Yes. Yes, you did. So they have triple stub in hand. And their stub's now active. Oh, geez. Was that good? I think that was good. Was it good for you, opponent? It was good for me. They could soft stub her. Don't soft stub my baby. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right. Land. Shadow. Put you dead on board. Yep, that's the line, chat. I figured it out. Shut up. I figured it out. No, it's just gonna put 10. We're gonna pay 2 mana and put 10 power worth of creatures into play. We're gonna pay 2 mana and put 10 power worth of creatures into play. Soft stubbing a Liliana who eats fish. This is an innuendo free stream. Give her the stubby D, chat. Give her the stubby D. Should go back to memeing, right? Okay, that's a bit. Liliana died after she ate a giant fish, so you gotta give the second one the stubby D. Sounds like my average Lotus Cobra chart. No, you spend a lot of mana with Lotus Cobra. Lotus Cobra makes a lot of mana. I'm just gonna play Legacy, Matt, where I can, like, Chalice of the Void people. It'll be fine. Seems great, right? Just tear them apart. Opponent doesn't beat Hazoret, that's why it's in our deck. Am I supposed to Thoughtseize or Inquisition on one? I'm supposed to Thoughtseize on one, right? Because they could go, like, Ritual, they could go Thought Scour into turn 2 Delve Threat. I wonder if they know how that card works. They have a Surgical Extraction that I don't know about. I should Mishra's Bauble since I have the Street Wraith. Bloodstained Mire, I don't really want that. Ritual into Delve Threat. It is an accurate... I'm aware it's an accurate description. Wow, their hand is bad after this Thoughtseize. God bless, I guess. 2 basics. Gross. I'm sequencing like this to give them a chance to Stubborn Denial this one, so if they drew another Delve Threat, I get to snag that one on their hand. I need red for anything? Not really, so I'm gonna grab white just in case we draw Lingering Souls next turn. Dubs push. Alright, sure. I'm not cycling this because I can't do anything with it. We could draw like exactly Mishra's Bauble, and I'd rather they can't Inquisition my hand. Rather my hand be Inquisition proof. That's fair, Bob. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna play this. No, we know all the cards in their hand, right? That one's pretty good. And again, not... I guess, am I supposed to cycle this here? No, I don't really want to fetch Shock. Legacy Elves like it to use some help with some good old-fashioned democracy. Forever a dork. We'll throw Legacy Elves. That'll put it second in the priority queue. Thank you for the cheer. I do appreciate that. If you want to see what decks are in the donation queue and apply a little bit extra democracy to the ones you like, you can feel free to do that as well at home. I could have hit another one, but I don't think I want to go that low, right? I think I want to fetch a tapped land here. This is unfortunate. They're snapping Serum Visions? That's so good for us. That they're going to snap Thoughtseize. They just think my hand is poop. I guess I didn't play anything. I'm gonna cycle this now because if we hit a Bauble, it can attack. Okay, that's kind of appealing. We have a Fatal Push that we know about. This exposes us to... Yeah, probably Border Walker. So this is going to get pushed, and then hopefully we get to untap and just take the game over with Hazoret. Playing Hazoret here doesn't really do anything because he can't attack anyways. Yeah, K command would be pretty good. Assume this is gonna go away. Yep. I'm gonna dodge a Thoughtseize this turn. Yep. Joke's on you. This is my Hazoret. My Hazoret's amazing. That was a perfect draw because it gets a card out of our hand for this Liliana. I should not play around Battle Rage in the mirror, right? Post board, I should not play around Battle Rage. So I'm just gonna smash them with this Hazoret and leave back 2 blockers, I think. Yeah, I think this is a winning line. Oh, I could have baubled to no. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's really hot, actually. I didn't even think about that. Did not even think about it. I think we're fine, right? No, they can jump block. Oh, I guess I have Liliana. If they have another shadow here, I'm a little sad. Whoa! Man, I'm glad we attacked. Man, I'm glad we attacked. Maybe this card isn't good. Wow. All right. If they have Dismember, that card's probably not good enough. I was just thinking it's on... Oh, God. Fuck, seriously? God, we were in such a good spot, too. Just have to do this. There's another shadow on top of their deck. We need to draw like another Lingering Souls here. Dismember is really coming. I agree. I just wasn't thinking about it. Dismember... I mean, none of our line. I'm just gonna ban you. I'm just gonna type you out. Get out of here. Hey, what is up, buddy? What is up? Oh, it's stuck? I think mommy clipped it like that on purpose. I think your mother clipped it like that on purpose, bud, so you can't break it. We don't play K command. So we need... I'm gonna crack this fetch here. Yeah, put myself to 4, get a Shockland tapped. Lingering Souls. Ha-ha! Victory. No, buddy. Sorry. This card good in the mirror? What do we think? Hey, calm down. Calm down. You can't have that. Sorry, buddy. Okay. You can have it until my stream's done. Alright. There's a guy in chat saying Lingering Souls is bad. So, comments on the list. Let's talk about the list after. This, did we play Grixis Shadow recently? I forget if I played Grixis Shadow on stream recently. I've played it recently off stream at least. And this list felt better than Grixis Shadow did. Yeah, they do have one Staticaster in their deck, so they could have killed us there. This list felt better than Grixis Shadow did. I think that these are just a TLDR if you're playing Death Shadow in Modern right now. Play these 2 Magic cards. In my opinion, if you are playing Death Shadow in Modern and your deck list does not contain Temur, Battle Rage, and Stubborn Denial, your deck's probably built incorrectly. So I think you should have both of these cards. The Traverse package, TLDR means too long, didn't read, so kind of a breakdown. I think this Hazoret is bad. We lost to Affinity. Just kind of clunky draws in games 2 and 3. This Hazoret, the fact that Dismember is common out of Grixis Shadow, I think means this card's not good enough. I think if you want something powerful to go get, it's not this card. Yeah. A lot of the other details here seem good. I would want to play a lot of games to convince myself I don't want a Ranger of Eos in the sideboard. I think that's a really sweet kind of grindy card. It like turns all of your traverses into grindy cards. And I think Ranger of Eos is the type of card I would want. No, I honestly, I think Ranger of Eos is just better than Keranos and all these other cards. It's just like traverse for Ranger, go get double Shadow. Like that sounds great. Yeah. I think Gore Clan Rampager is a card I would explore. That would have helped us win a game earlier if we had a Gore Clan Rampager in the deck. I don't think Grim Flayer is very good. I think that sounds loose. I like a lot of the details here, though. No, I think Delve Threats are pretty greedy. I think Delve Threats are pretty greedy. Alright, at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the day, folks. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I do appreciate it. Remember, the archives will be up on YouTube momentarily. You can hear my angry rabble in the background. So peace, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll be back at some point in the future with more Magic soon. Follow on Twitch and Twitter for notifications on when I'm going live and with what.